those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll try it over the left side. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll go to the counter. Knocked down immediately.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Lobs it off the back foot. Upstairs to make the catch. Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Complete to the left, and he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Raymond. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's Lopez to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Guys, let's step back for a moment and talk a little Wake Forest. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
They'll move the tight end. Finds a crease. It's Wiggins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Running inside. It's Wiggins. Run ends there.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Third and long right here. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
The Demon Deacons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Lopez to pass. Complete. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Making the adjustment. Second down to the air. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the numbers so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Again, it's Lopez. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. From the gun, it's Raymond.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They're all over him. And it's a sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, wait! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout here. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Going for it all. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Just got rid of that one.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his 1st target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Makes the catch at the 30. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The lone back's got it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, David Deeks.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hits inside. It's Raymond. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Lopez. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiggins. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 33. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with Boise State taking on the number 13 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Broncos with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense.
That caps the season off with a very fine 8-4 record.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the ground, he's got it again. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Man, it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The give. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Right side, it's Carr. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Might as well give it to him again. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Run in the red zone. It's Daniels. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Send the tight end in motion. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line, I get it. But I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're...
He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Raymond. Enough to move the chains. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finding some room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Straight ahead, it's Raymond. They put the brakes on it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Lopez. Caught over the middle. It's Wiggins. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Trying to slip through and pick it up.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. He's changing the play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to the well. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Rutgers takes its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. Unloads it left. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Demon Deacons have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The run inside. It's Daniels. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their 3rd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.
Well, victory formation is every offensive coordinator's favorite play call as this offense is about to close this game out.
And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And down he goes back at the 3. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly